And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much more enthusiasm this time.
Can we get out of the warp
Yay.
yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah, you're there. You guys went way, way, way far away from the big monster thing. And let's see how Barbaretta does leaving the warp. Perfect. Oh, she's fine. Look at her. She's amazing.
She's either amazing or shit.
I told you I love Barbaretta.
So yeah, you guys
Bipolar.
successfully leave the warp at Damaris. I'll update your map over here where the ship is. Okay, so yeah, you're there. Your other ship is here. It's been here for a little while. You guys were gone about 4 months real time. Your ship's been here for about a month already.
Shit. How did they get here so fast?
The warp's weird. Sometimes you can arrive before you leave.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's good news and bad news. I mean, it's mostly good news. Everyone's here.
Yeah, they're not dead. It's A+.
Or are they?
Oh, God.
Well,
Quick, phone them up. Are they alright?
Yeah, they're okay.
Fuck.
fuck you.
Why do you hate Herb so much?
No, Herb's here!
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's Sigmund.
Herb.
I just realized I need to put a copy of the Unappreciated Deal on the Coronis Expanse map as well.
I called Sigmund up and I thinly veiled that I'm unhappy that
Didn't we leave
he's alive.
Sigmund with instructions on what to do? So why has he just been waiting here for a month?
Because
Well,
no,
you just had
we
to
were.
repair the ship and like
Yeah,
get
he's got to
people.
repair
Yeah.
the ship, get people, fit it with guns and crap.
Well,
Also,
we, were
we
gonna do
told
that, so...
we told him that we'll probably arrive ahead of you,
Right,
so we're
so
gonna
we have
leave you
everything set up.
instructions.
Yeah.
And, well,
So I'm super happy that he's still here.
Yeah, he's there.
Well,
I wonder how long he would have waited before they decided we were dead.
forever.
Yeah, forever.
Probably.
How naive.
No, they love the captain. That's the problem. It's not naive, it's sick.
It's not. No.
Sigmund is a sycophant, and I dislike him.
Ugh, I can't believe you'd say that.
A wonderful captain.
Well, okay. So I guess we should both dry dock, I guess, and go through.
Get
Get this
everything all
mustard
fixed
off our
up.
hull.
Get everything repaired.
Get everything repaired. We need a full crew for the unappreciated deal,
Right.
Mm.
and we
for
also
us, I
need
don't
to set up for mining Sigmund's Folly.
Right. You do. Okay.
So
there's
yes, let's
Yeah.
start with that.
yeah. Let's start there. So docking your ship and everything is pretty straightforward. There's no big deal there. You can get your repairs that you need. It's going to cost you some money, but whatever. You have plenty. Hiring some crew. Let's do that real quick. Make an acquisition test for me.
Okay, it's just a D100, right? Whoops.
Yep, that's a D100.
Now, the question is, like, do we want higher level crew? Do we want 40 crew? Level 40 crew?
That's true. You could try to upgrade your crew while you're here.
Well, okay, so you know what? Before we hire some crew, how about we send out, the people knower, meaning Icarus, so he can see what type of crew we could pretty reliably get in these parts. Because there's no reason to set the bar too high or too low before we know what we can realistically get, right?
Yep.
All right.
While they're doing that, can I check my data slate and see if there's any local bounties here?
Sure. You need to make a. Let's see.
I have literacy. I can read my data slate.
No,
That's good.
That's
That's a good skill to have.
that's-
Not all of
that's-
us have that.
That's perfectly fine. No.
Fuck, it'll be so awkward if there's a bounty on me.
I'll let you use either inquiry or scrutiny, or
By the way, I'm putting a bounty on you right now.
if you want to go, talk around to people.
Inquiry.
Oh, so if you're just checking your slate, I guess, to see if there's already bounties that you know about here.
Yeah.
I'll just roll for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not asking around about a particular person yet because I don't even know there's a
No,
particular person.
no, there is not. There is not a specific bounty on Damaris right now.
All right, then after we're done doing stuff, I'll have to actually go try and find one.
Okay. cKnoor, you're so back to the acquisition test for crew.
Mm-hmm.
IB's trying to use inquiry to figure out how much crew is available here.
Yep.
And like
quality.
what?
Or quality.
Right.
Yeah, he wants like an overview of what we could get.
Okay. This is a pretty well stocked Imperial world for being out in the Coronis Expanse, and it's a Navy fleet yard too. So honestly, you'd be able to get a plus 40 crew at the rate going for a plus 30 crew.
Holy shit, let's get that. I mean, Sigmund's going to be all on his own, being a plus 30 guy, but... Whew.
Oh my god.
Maybe we
yeah.
just put all the 30 guys on the unappreciated
Nope.
deal and just
Nope.
have the 40s on
Nope.
ours.
Sigmund should definitely feel like the stupidest and shittiest person on his ship. Just like he did on this one.
Well, I rolled 76.
76. No, you weren't able to get the crew that you need.
No.
Well, I guess
yeah.
we just need to lower our expectations and get a 30 crew for Sigmund then. Fuck. I wish I could yell at myself.
You could fate point it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
your
like having a
destiny to
nice
get-
crew.
Is it your destiny to get a good crew?
Yes, yes it is.
Apparently it fucking is. Jesus.
There you go.
But too bad you didn't go for a plus 60 crew or something. Jeez.
Yeah, it's too
No,
bad.
you never want crew better than yourself.
It's way too
Yeah,
bad.
you do.
No, that's when.
That's when mutinies happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna delete all the crew off of both ships, and we'll put them back on later. And
Unless they got a name.
oh yeah, of course.
Herb
Those people are
stays-
just trained up.
Herb's gonna do some job training.
There he is, right there.
He's got a dog now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where the extra plus 10 comes from.
Yeah, it's just him on all his skill rolls, so he gets the plus 10. It's a very good dog.
I also need to buy some stuff.
Okay, what are you buying?
Well, I need to buy 2 last gauntlets and a grenade launcher.
Okay. Sure. What are the what's the rarity on those?
Let's see. So last gauntlets are very rare, and a let's see.
I think a grenade launcher is scarce. Yeah, scarce.
Yep. And I need 2 last gauntlets.
Okay.
So I can, if I just bring this up, the last time I played, we did these sort of mass acquisition things like personal equipment in between sessions. Like, so
Yeah,
it gives you time
that's-
to look at what you've got and
as long
make
as
your
you guys
rolls.
are hanging out here and not leaving, that's fine with me.
Well, I mean that's
Like,
probably what we're doing because we have some more stuff that we need to do.
And
Yeah. Okay. Sure
Right.
then. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We'll worry about personal acquisitions a little bit later then.
Yeah.
This
So
way we
I
can get on to the actual gamey stuff.
I do have a job for Icarus though.
Which is
Well, Icarus last time we were here managed to source a shipping job for us where we were supposed to transport food to Grace.
But
Maybe
it
you
was
should-
food. Technically, it was food.
Well,
know
maybe
what
you
I
should
think?
find those people.
And
I think that...
what would you like me to say to them?
No, I just want you to find them, and then we can figure out if we need to blackmail them
Yeah.
or if we need to report them.
Or both.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how a Dark Eldar would do it.
While he does that, why don't I look at these sleepy
if I can
pods?
find them. Apparently, I can find them.
Holy shit.
Wow. You're so much more useful now that you have inquiry.
look at that.
He just went into.
No, scrutiny is what I got. I already had this.
He just
Oh,
picked
well.
up the phone.
I've never used it.
He just picked up the phone, dialed the phone number he's got written down for him. And they
It's
were
like, hey,
still
where you
there.
guys at?
To be fair, like, if you lower the expectations from someone enough, just doing normal shit seems very impressive.
He's finally able to do his damn job. love this guy.
I gave you guys some new crew members here.
Whee.
I think I need some bodyguards because I keep getting hurt badly all the time.
Oh,
Have you ever been hurt on Damaris?
I'm probably going to get hurt by these guys.
First time for everything. If
Well,
they
I
don't,
mean-
I can hurt you if you want.
I mean, no, hang on. You had bodyguards when we were on Sigmund's Folly, and the only thing that happened then was that you exploded one of the guy's head. The first thing that happened.
That was one of your
No, that was
bodyguards.
you. Yeah, that was
That's
your bodyguard.
not how I remember it.
That's not how the crew remembers it either. Based on the story we told them.
Okay, so you guys have crew on your ships now that are rank 40. IB has Icarus go out and try to find the people that he purchased the food from to go deliver. And looking through it and talking to people and getting some information about this, it seems that the group that he purchased it from was using a fake name, and they're no longer in existence here on Damaris. The little company that was supposed to be setting up this trade.
Can I do just some detective work?
Yeah.
Can I use my underworld knowledge to, like, figure out how they managed to set up this fake name?
Yeah, sure. Excellent.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of creative bureaucracy and paperwork and stuff like that, but they set up a fake company name. They've established themselves here in the region. No one bothered to check any of their stuff until it was too late and they were already gone. Basically, they hit you guys right at the right time when they were there and managed to secure their deal with you and then got out of Dodge.
That was nice of them.
I mean, it's not, as long as you're not going to stick around in an area long enough for people to check on your stuff, it doesn't seem like it'd be that hard for someone to do something like that.
No.
So you're saying we should do that to somebody else?
I'm not saying that.
I was really hoping that the answer to how did they do the fake name thing was just they lied to you and then left.
Well, maybe we should just see if we can open up these boxes again
Maybe we should.
and let these people out. Maybe that's the thing we should do.
If you weren't so busy doing stuff in the warp, I would have opened them there.
Yeah, no. I can do that. That's not hard.
Hang
You
on,
want me to do that?
yes, but we have some. We also have some other things that maybe Icarus and Anodar can do, because
If we can't blackmail them, should we at least report this first before opening the boxes and letting the people
I thought
out?
we had reported it already, hadn't we?
Well, no, you said
You sent
No,
a
I mean-
path message.
Yeah.
We
footfall.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
no, we just haven't like the reason we haven't opened them is because we haven't been able to, because it's real tricky apparently.
it's very
Yeah.
difficult.
It's welded.
But maybe Merrick can do that. I was hoping Anodar and Icarus could see if it's possible to possibly somewhere get some insights as to where you could go to possibly acquire some xeno gear for a certain ship that we currently have, or
I don't know anything about Xeno stuff.
Yeah, but you know about Underworld, and I
you
could
have
be like,
underworld
"Oh,
connections.
Some stuff's gone missing, and it's very
I know
dangerous.
stuff. I know about Xenogear too. So if you let me finish up here with these boxes,
Sure.
that I can totally open now. Look, I
Yeah.
found this fancy screwdriver. I did it. I literally, I literally didn't roll 100. I did it.
Finally.
Rolled a 92. It's amazing.
I mean, also just as a side note, while everyone else is out doing fun stuff, I'm gonna be in my office writing boring paper acquisitions to set up a mining operation at Sigmund's Folly.
Oh, are you not telling me to do this? Because then I rolled it.
No, I'm definitely telling you to do that. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
saying.
You did it. You did
I'm
it.
I'm saying once you go outside.
Okay, so I did that.
Yeah, you open the crate of people successfully.
Now we have to see if we can unthaw the people, because that was
Oh,
just a
that's
crate,
easy.
right?
Yeah, no, that's easy. Watch.
You know what? Before you do that, maybe we should take one of these into the med bay. So when you fuck up, we can
Okay,
look at them
excellent.
die under a microscope or some shit.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
We'll drag them up
I'm-
in medbay.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stand around and
Yeah,
watch
no,
that.
see? Easy.
Easy. Yeah. Yeah, you unthaw them. There's no problem at all.
Why didn't you do this before?
I told you it was welded shut.
He didn't have the right tools, but here on Damaris, they've got all the
Yeah.
right equipment he needs.
I needed a Phillips head, and I only had flat heads on the ship.
Yeah.
Typical.
Well, yeah, you open it. You defrost the people. What are you doing with them? Are you making them stay aboard the ship? Are you letting them?
No,
go
well,
around
well, it's a lot of people, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up, like, we're gonna take a bunch of people from the ship that can do a quick interview and see who they are, where they're from, so we can collect all that data, and then they'll tell them what's happened to them or where we found them, and then we'll give them a choice if they want to stay aboard or if they want to leave at Damaris. Also, anyone that's kind of noble or seems to be
Well,
from
most
like
of them were.
Yeah.
well
it's pretty
a
much-
rich family,
Yeah.
they should probably talk to me, because
Yeah,
you know what,
Yeah.
I'm under the impression that maybe if I save some sons or daughters of some other houses, maybe they'll think that's very nice of House Silkernicus.
Okay, none of them are for any other actual rogue trader houses, but I mean, most of them are from very well-off families in the Calixus sector.
Let's see, is the Calixus sector here, or is it like back in
the
the?
Calixus sector is the closest actually imperial space to the Coronis Expanse.
Okay.
It's like the civilized area near the frontier where you are.
Okay. Well,
If you take a look at the Coronis Expanse map,
yep,
see
that's
up
where I
where
am.
up where Footfall is. There's those two warp storms right to the
Yep.
right of it, and it says Core Ward there.
Yeah.
Core Ward. If you basically, to get to the Calixus sector, you have to take a ship through the centers of the between
Yeah.
the two warp storms there, hit all the different stations along the way, and then Port Wander at the very end there is actually in the Calixus sector.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not going all the way over there, but we can probably set them on their way.
Could arrange for travel for them if you.
Yeah, exactly. That's
We have a
that's what I'm
second
doing.
ship that could take them there if we make a lot of money off of it.
How much money are they rewarding us with out of the goodness of their hearts?
Well, I mean, they're nobles. There's probably a finder's fee.
But again, they're also nobles that would just expect to be rescued.
Yeah,
That's also true.
but we've got a very persuasive captain.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, I'm not, since I'm also a noble.
Do you want to get paid in like favors? You can call in at a later date or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should
But-
definitely write down some phone numbers and names of people who are.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're
Okay.
keeping track of everyone that's worth something
Okay.
that we've unthawed.
So here's how we'll do this. Why don't we? So you're saying you're gonna set them up with transportation back? Basically, you're
Yes.
gonna worry about paying their fees, get them all back home,
Mhm.
set them on their way. Once they're in the Calixus sector, they can probably find their way from Port Wander to wherever
Yeah.
they need to go. We'll give you the talent peer Calixus sector nobles. You probably just want to write it on your sheet.
Okay.
And basically, you can, any time that you would have interaction with them, you get a bonus, and you could ask them for favors. You can do whatever at that point.
Mhm.
But basically, there's enough of them here that they're big enough families that you basically have some influence with Calixtus sector nobles at this point.
Nice.
Making inroads.
Nice.
So friendly, it's now represented mechanically.
Let's see. Cool. I'm doing nobility, and then I'm gonna put it on my sheet that it's
Yeah, that's fine.
Calixtus sector.
Cool.
I'm just gonna pretend like I know how to spell Calixtus sector, but that's probably fine.
It's got some Y's and X's in it.
All right. While cKnoor's doing that, why doesn't someone roll me 2 d10s separately, please?
Frederick can roll a d10.
All right, that's 2 right there. Okay. So, now that the unappreciated deal has been repaired and fixed up and everything, it still doesn't have any components on it or anything, but the hull is back in working order and it's fully crewed, so it's Machine Spirit Oddity, Martial Hubris. The ship has a glorious legacy of warfare and triumphant combats.
Yep.
It's always eager to fight and unwilling to back down. Ship gains +5 to all ballistic skill tests to fire its weapons, but it suffers -15 on any pilot spacecraft tests to escape combat.
Holy shit!
Okay, I'll put that.
Let's not fight with that ship ever. As in, we shouldn't. That's just gonna get blown up.
No, what we're going to do with this one is we're going to equip it with a grapple cannon, and then it's going to shoot a grappling hook on the enemy ship. They can't move and shoot, and then we get to blow them up. It's good.
That ship gets blown up because it's got no health.
Yeah, no, it's really fast, though.
It's not fast when it's grappled to something.
Well,
Yeah.
it also seems that the crew that you've just hired to put on this ship has formed a death cult along the lower decks.
Yeah, no.
Yay.
Strange perversions of the Imperial crew have arisen, glorifying death to celebrate the Emperor. Reduce crew population permanently by 8. However, reduce all morale loss from any source by 2 due to the crew's unwavering faith. Additionally,
Well,
ship officers and members of the Ministerium will have to deal warily with the cult and its leaders. Death cults do produce skilled assassins.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll fit right in when they're just mining at Sigmund's Folly.
Listen.
Hey,
I
that's
started
actually a
the-
really dangerous trade.
Yeah, and
I started the death cult because I want them to hate Sigmund and kill him, and they're going to train assassins to try and get him.
no,
but-
leave. Stop it.
I trained them wrong on purpose.
So it's comical.
Yeah.
Joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
But
joke.
just so I understand, like the unappreciated deal. If we set them to set up the mining colony, they're still not like the crew on the unappreciated deal is not the crew that's going to go down and mine, but they'll ship miners and stuff back and forth. Yeah.
Right. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
If
Good.
they get into any fights, they won't want to run away. They'll want to murder everybody.
But since we're setting up a mining operation on Sigma's Folly, we should probably get some kind of office space on Damaris
Sure,
Yeah.
you can do
for our house, so that they have somewhere to report to. Because I assume the unappreciated deal might want to do other things while not just shipping cargo back and forth.
Sure. Sure. You can do that. So let's start up setting your mining operation up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that this works, it's in the book Stars of Iniquity.
Let's crank that open.
Yeah, it's right around page 100 for me. Basically, you have to put forth some of your profit factor initially,
Mm-hmm.
and then you basically have to just invest to grow the colony a bunch, and it starts giving you profit factor as it gets up and running. So, I'm going to...
What was the page?
100?
1d5 plus 5 profit factor for
Yeah.
mining and industry.
Yeah. So I'm going to make an icon on here. Here, we'll...
Yeah, that's whew, expensive.
It is.
We should probably timeline it so that we do our personal acquisitions before we set up the colony.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. How long did I say you guys were gone? 4 months or 3 months?
4 months.
4.
4 months.
Is that real time or warp time?
That's
That was
real
real
time. So you've been gone 375 days so far since
Oof.
you embarked.
It feels like just yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So did we have a party?
And it's been 196 days local time for you. Okay. And there, yeah, I've set up a colony stats thing for Sigmund's Folly here. Okay, so, cKnoor, why don't you go ahead and roll a D5, and we'll see how much initial profit factor you have to put in.
Ooh. Good.
7.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did we write down the profit?
Profit factor is on player save on Rogue Trader stats up at the top. So, -7, you're at 41 profit factor.
Ugh, I'm so poor.
How does that work? I don't remember doing profit factor. It's been a long time.
Profit
That's-
factor is what you use for acquisition tests. You're
Yeah.
rolling against profit factor to acquire things.
So you have to get underneath the 41, and if it's rare or
Right.
very rare, you get a negative to that.
Yeah.
Right. But you also get bonuses for like, oh, you're only getting one of them. Well, that's plus 30 or whatever.
Okay.
So it. There's still a
Okay,
bunch of
so
modifiers.
did you change profit factor to 41?
I changed
Okay.
it to 41, yeah.
Okay, good. Hey, warp roots are. Oh shit! I shouldn't have that there. That makes it look bad. We have a warp route straight from Damaris to Riddiman. Is that
Yes.
worth anything?
Yes, it would be. But,
I'm not sure I want to sell it though. So that's
yeah,
the thing too.
it would be worth something, yes.
But I'll trade it. We might be able to trade it for something actual useful at some point rather than just give it up now. I guess. Okay, well, cool. We have a we have a token.
You do. So, yeah, you're starting this colony here on Sigmund's Folly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you straight up financing the entire thing yourself?
Ooh. Well, it depends, I guess.
Maybe you could
If
get
we,
the nobles to.
As we
help
unfreeze
fund it?
people, we go, you want to invest?
yeah, we have
I
a.
mean,
So
you know,
you've
we'll
just
get less out
unthawed,
of it.
and I know
Yeah.
that when I unthaw, I usually go, you know what? I want to spend some money. Well, luckily, we have a business opportunity for
We
you.
would get less stuff though, wouldn't we, out of it?
Yeah.
'Cause
You
we'd
get,
have-
Right.
you get a lot
Yeah.
less out of it, yeah.
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 Now, well, do I have to spend any more profit factor, or would just
Basically,
uh,
it gives you
it would
some of the
lower
profit
what you
factor
spend.
back.
I'm-
You get some of your profit factor back, but you'd get a lot less from the colony.
No, I am fine with sitting at 41 at the moment.
Okay.
Like 7 is replaced in like 4 payments or something, probably, I think. It might be 2 or 3 we get back.
It depends on if the planet rolled anything rare. Like if it has this particular rare metal, then
It doesn't.
No,
have,
it just has a shit ton of ore that's used in everything, though.
yeah, it doesn't have any particular rare metals. It's just got an abundance of, perfectly useful, everyday metals.
Hey, you need those just as much as rare ones, if
Is-
not more.
Is there any? Do you want to use a standard charter for this? Or is there any specific charter that you want to draft up for your colony? Like any special rules?
I don't think there. I can't think
Not
of any
being
special
eaten by the
rules.
warp.
Yeah.
No cannibalism.
I think
no
that's just a
eating by the
standard.
warp.
I think that's the
Uh,
standard. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Like
Uh,
what stuff? What stuff's covered by standard? Like what sort of custom things?
I
would
mean,
we-
that's the general imperial laws, pretty much. It's just the standard charter. What people are allowed to do on the colony, who's allowed to come there, etc., etc., etc.
Can we make it so people have to celebrate the captain's birthday every year and they get a day off on that day?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, you can do
we're
that.
doing that.
You want to make less money on your birthday? Okay.
It's one day.
It's less money.
Every year, one day a year. It's a lot of money. It's probably like 1 billion tons of ore. They don't
Surely,
get, like-
surely it should just be the Emperor's birthday.
Well, that's
Well,
already
No,
celebrated.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
already
automatically get that.
They already get regular.
Every day is the Emperor's birthday.
How about instead of them getting a day off on his birthday, they get to like have a bring food to work day or something.
Why are
They
you stop being mean to?
They get an extra sandwich.
Everyone
Well-
enjoys a nice working environment, you guys. Like, we don't have to make it miserable just because we can.
I might enjoy one when I finally see one.
I'm not sure Barbarella has a nice working environment. The warp.
I don't know
Well,
what Barbarella is. so-
Barbaretta's work environment is
Barbaretta.
brilliant.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I talk to her
Also-
every day.
Also, to be fair, I would like to add that both Icarus and Anodar, just because you classify your harassment as the warp, doesn't excuse your behavior.
That's the name of our dating team. I'm his wingman, and we call ourselves the Warp. You wanna get sucked into the Warp, baby? You wanna see the vortex?
Wow.
This is getting weird.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
I point at Icarus and go, he
Yeah, I'm used to
sucks!
vortex.
And then
Oh, bam.
Anodar gets a pain token.
And then I get a face because everyone's like, oh, this is very comfortable.
Oh, snap.
Okay, no, I mean standard charter seems fine.
Okay. And
What's
I
the birthday?
added
With
the
minor
amendment
provision.
for your birthday.
Yeah. Well, actually, we should make sure that because we are pretty close to the cauldron, I feel like we should make sure that we have extra sweeps for heresy and what's it called? Warp sickness and shit.
Yeah, weird warp things.
We
Should
have
there
to
be,
make
like-
sure they do mandatory warp storm cover training.
Okay.
Mhm.
They go
Yeah.
into the bunkers.
Sure.
And there
A
should
little
be
bit
like
that'll do.
a big security force trained to deal with weird warp things.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mandatory warp storm training and
My map tool's frozen because it says you guys have been typing for like 50 years.
it's probably because I'm typing in the colony thing. So I have mandatory warp storm training and security forces for warp ghosts are also required on the colony.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
think that's fine.
Okay, great. Now, the colony's specific attributes. Colony size. All colonies start at size 1, unless you want to expend any more money to start growing it more.
What does it look like? I'm made out of money? No, I'm not.
Okay, so size 1 is a small settlement
Mm-hmm.
on Sigmund's Folly. At the end of 90 days, we can see how it grows. And at any point, you can start either putting in more money or taking it away to, either make the colony better or get
Yeah.
some of your profit factor back. Next is complacency. I believe your complacency also starts
this
at
one.
1. Yeah, it's just their regular. There's nothing special there. That's just how well the ecclesiarchy and culture and everything for the empire is held within the colony. It just starts at 1. If you get that higher than the colony's size, then the profit factor it gives back to you increases. So you want to get complacency up if you can.
Yeah.
Next is order, which is how well ordered it is, how well they're following the laws you've set forth and everything like that. If you have order greater than its size, it increases the colony's productivity, which makes it grow better. So right now, it's also just at 1, which is same as everything else. And then productivity is how efficiently everyone works. If you get your productivity of the colony greater than its size, then your profit factor increases by 2 for the colony. But that's also just at 1. And then piety is faith in the God Emperor for the colony. And you can increase that by buying like missions and stuff and adding different cultural districts and stuff like that to the colony. And let's see. It doesn't seem like you get any bonus for that being better than 1, but if it ever reaches 0...
Yeah, as long as it's bigger, then that's good. If it's greater than size, order and complacency is good. If it's 0, then it sucks.
Yeah.
And we have to go there and sort it out.
Yep.
Well, let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. You signed some paperwork here, and you have a a mining colony on Sigmund's Folly.
Oh, productivity's 2 apparently.
Oh, productivity is 2 for the mining colony.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Nice.
So
also, if we're set to exploiting a type of resource, it increases it by another 2 and generates an additional 2 profit factor. Basically, if we're mining the stuff out of the ground to sell it instead of make it into stuff, then we make more money.
Yeah, I see that. You're right. Okay, so increases the colony, so your productivity is actually 4.
And we get an extra +4, I guess.
That's weird. Why do you make more money for putting less work into it?
Because it's more versatile, so easier to sell, probably.
And there's the danger that if any of the things hit 0, it stops.
Yeah.
So then you can, I guess you can put money in to increase each thing, so it's better. But
so right now,
but like a huge thing, it's still going to produce the same amount of stuff, but it's got more red tape and stuff, so it works out about the same in terms of output, I guess.
If I have the math right, every 90 days we should get 5 profit factor.
Newly founded mining and industry colonies begin with either a mine or manufactorum upgrade.
Well, that's for their harvest, though, right? That's not for the profit factor the colony gets you just as a whole.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it costs us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gives us +4. What does it give? So what's the default?
It's based off of the size.
Oh,
On page 102, there's a size chart.
Right.
That'll tell you how much it makes based off of whatever size it happens
Its
to
profit
be.
factor is currently 1.
So
you get 1 profit factor back now that you founded this colony.
And then +4.
Oh, sweet.
So 5 minus whatever it costs.
40. So you're at 42 profit factor now.
And then every 90 days.
Oh, you're right. You do get... Oh. And generates 2 additional power each time it brings in profit factor for this way, for harvesting. So yeah, you only get the extra profit factor from it harvesting at the end of every 90 days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So 90 days we'll get 4.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Your colony is set up.
Sweet.
Yay.
Congratulations.
I'm sure while
Oh, actually, harvesting resources, when it does so, the explorers have two choices. They can either have the colony use these resources to grow, adding a bonus of 1d5 to the result of the next roll the colony makes on the colony growth table, or we can...
Take it for yourself.
Yeah.
And you get a profit factor for colony size 1 to 4.
Yeah, you
Two
reserve
for-
one, so it costs 1 profit factor for 1 to 4, 2 for 5+.
Mm-hmm.
And if we choose the latter, we have to show up at the colony and convince the lackeys that everything was for the best. Otherwise,
Their complacency
So-
decreases.
yeah. So it's good if we keep the money in it to grow it a bit. Like,
Yeah, because that's like a permanent bonus to your profit factor at that point.
yeah,
Like this could get up to, like plus 20 to your profit factor for the initial 7 investment.
Mhm.
So if you want to keep growing the colony that way, that's fine. Or you can just keep stripping it and then having to go back there and explain why it's for the best.
yeah. Every 90 days we gotta go. Actually,
well, we're not going to be back every 90 days because we're probably going to be stuck in the warp for a bit.
and the size thing on a 1 or 2, it could be shitty. So having an extra 1d5
Yeah.
to that seems pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I think it's smart to grow it starting out, at
Yep.
least initially.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think you can. Apparently, you can hire specific roles for the colony as well. But I thought we can possibly do that
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I was
we
gonna
don't have
say
to do
let's-
that now.
Yeah, we don't have to do that one.
If there's anything
let's.
else you want to do right now, let's do that, and then. Otherwise, you might want to also start thinking about outfitting the
The
appreciated deal because it doesn't have any weapons or special components or anything, and that's going to cost some money to get. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people are supposed to go look for weapons and possible
Yeah.
xenotech. So I assume you guys go do that and possibly
and Icarus, let's go.
look at weapons and then possibly under the table go, well, we have so xeno.
I guess
Not seeing no
there's-
weapons here. It's an Imperial world.
I guess there's no reason Vindigroth and Hulk couldn't come if they wanted.
Well, I mean, you could
Well, I mean,
try looking a little harder.
You know what Holt has to do though? He has to get us some more
He's got to find
astropaths.
some more astropaths. Yeah, he's got to go
Yeah.
stand on the street corner and say the end is nigh. Come get on our boat. They'll come quicker.
If I
should
can
try
find
to
a
do
local
that.
bounty while you guys are all doing that, I can try and increase the profit factor. By like
What should I roll to do that? Just a
That's
D100?
it's an acquisition roll to get more people.
All right. So, how good do we want our new astropaths to be?
Oh.
Better
40?
than the last lot?
Well, the last lot. I mean, the problem with the last lot was that they were murdered by demons.
All
Yeah,
lots.
so ones that won't get murdered by demons.
Yeah, we need
obviously.
ones that are
Can
half
we get
here.
some demon-proof
Can
astropaths?
we get some that won't die if their shuttle disappears?
Can we have some that are like just coated in Teflon?
Maybe
the
make
demon
some-
just slicks right off.
Yeah. Well, at least they're easier to wipe down the brain goo on then when one does explode.
So, yeah, let's just go with the equivalent of our current crew, so 40.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Hey!
All right.
Hey,
gone with 90.
there you go.
Should have gone with 90.
Okay, well, yeah, you restock on astropaths.
Hell yeah!
Finally. I hate
Back up to our 10.
Yes.
Tell them not to worry
Time
about
to
the smell.
sense. Wow, good.
All right.
Now go find me some Xeno gear.
Yeah, let's go find some underworld bullshit.
You have one on the
tell
other
you.
on the unappreciated deal as well. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Do we?
I have that written down.
And
Astropath.
There.
Okay, and you want to try to find some Xenos equipment?
I couldn't
We
find any
want to find
regular.
like some we
Well,
want
I've-
to find some underworld the xenotech merchant.
Nah,
people.
I think.
I think
Yeah.
maybe you should try that harder again.
No, I think
Faithfully.
what me and Ethan or Anodar was talking about we're talking about making it an endeavor to find
I think it kind of has
xenotech.
to be
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
definitely.
because xenotech is sort of.
So
regularly
we're not
there.
looking to buy or
So
just
you're
find it here,
looking-
but we're looking for tips where we might find them.
Sure.
Well, we might find
So
somebody
are you
who's in the market.
trying to find ship items or personal items? Is what I'm asking here.
Whatever they got.
Xenotech in general could be
Yeah,
anything. It could be
just-
for the
just-
ship. It could be for
Yep.
whatever.
Just
Okay.
anybody, just whatever a broker's got, I'm sure they could hook us up with somebody who knows something.
Okay.
Well, I
Although,
mean-
if we could find another. What's the thing that makes us go super fast in a warp? That would
Yeah.
be Dan.
Yeah. I think we're kind of, well, we're more looking for ship parts than personal effects, but both are good.
Especially because that's
No,
all I
not for
could
her,
use. It's no, it's fine for me. It's good, actually.
Plus, I like looking at alien stuff.
Yeah, and he likes looking at alien stuff.
Who
so-
doesn't?
Well, make
Well,
a
most people don't.
either inquiry or something like that roll to try to find some xenotech material. 3 degrees of success. Icarus, you hear a rumor that there has been a multi-system trade network set up somewhere in the Cineris Maleficarum area of space that has been seeing some xenotech trade go through there in the past few years.
I was thinking we should go to Lac Christie. Because we should be able to shoot there without
You
hitting
sure you don't want to
God
go to
Emperor Scourge.
Intharis?
What?
I just
Where?
like that name.
Good. Okay, so we have a
that-
plan.
You have an endeavor now.
Yeah, nice. Well rolled.
Acquire some xenotech by following this lead. I'm gonna mark that down in the player save here on your ship that you got an endeavor. Current endeavor. Find xenotech.
This will be good because don't particularly want to go back down to the chaos infested.
We'll go back there once. We've got
Turns out
the
the family
new
worlds
stuff.
suck.
You
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, they're awful.
I mean, Ritaminaron only sucks once every 50 years. Grace is mostly boring. Rain super duper sucks,
I don't know
but
about Grace because we never stayed there to do anything.
Yeah, that's why. But it's boring. There's nobody there.
yeah.
You don't know if anyone's there or not.
They've all
We've never
starved to
tested
death.
it.
We killed them all.
Yeah, there's
Oh
no
wait, am I
there.
thinking of the other one?
Grace is the
Pleasure
cannibal
planet.
planet that
Oh,
we
I'm
blew
thinking
up.
of the I'm thinking of False Hope. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
No, false hope is just
There's nothing there.
copper everywhere.
Just
Shards of metal.
so Anadar, remember the thing we talked about with Rain that we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you want to confirm that that's going on or possible. That's, just because we're here now and we've got better communications and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That thing
all
you
know what you're
accidentally
talking about.
talked about one time and I actually overheard and I know what it is. That thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, me and Anadar are just winking at each other going, mm-hmm.
Nodding. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying anything. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, does anyone else have anything to do for this session?
No, I don't think so. We just have the roll for our own shit, but
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah,
have to-
that's
Yeah,
something
we'll
we can
handle
do.
that off camera,
Yeah.
and that'll be that.
Good times. Next
Alright.
time we go to another system area
To do a
thing.
different thing.
Yeah, it'll be great. Probably will be.
Actually, can I find out more information about that area before we go there? Because I don't want to
You-
be
you
in
are-
the same situation.
You have more information this time. Don't worry.
Okay.
People actually have been here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye YouTube. Bye
Bye,
YouTube.